There are certain rules that one must abide by in order to successfully survive a horror movie. For instance, number 1, you can never have sex. Big no-no! Big no!
I'm a dead man.
Sex equals death, okay? Number 2, you can never drink or do drugs. No, the sin factor. It's a sin. It's an extension of number 1. And number 3, never, ever, ever, under any circumstances say, I'll be right back. Because you won't be back.
I'm getting another beer. You want one?
Yeah, sure.
I'll be right back.
What's up, interwebs? My name is Trent. This is Matt, and this guy is Pac-Man, also known as Paco. He is our producer / director.
Yep.
And awesome. But right now, we're not talking about him. We're talking about 2017. You know why? Because there was a lot of stuff that was really kick-ass. And there was also some garbage. But we're not going over the garbage.
Not the garbage.
We're going over the good stuff. So for me, he had a top 10 list. You did.
At first,
in
yeah.
your head. And then I was going to do it, and I realized I didn't see a lot of horror movies last year. I didn't.
No.
I skipped a lot. I mean, I didn't see The Devil's Candy, Gerald's Game. I didn't see The Babysitter, Creep 2, Raw, The Black Coat's Daughter. I know, man.
Wow.
I didn't see a lot.
I saw all those except The Black Coat's Daughter because I started it but didn't finish it, even though I really liked the atmosphere that it brought, but it was definitely going to be a slow burner. On top of that, what was the first one you said before Gerald's Game again?
Devil's Candy.
I've heard IFC because IFC Midnight, brought that out. I've heard from them because they've been posting constantly about it on my feed.
That's great.
I've heard nothing but good things about that. We need to definitely check that one out.
Yeah, no, I have it. Yeah, it's definitely one of those. Like, the moment it came out, I was like, nope, get in it.
Yeah.
And I'd been too busy.
I haven't been able to.
So what we're gonna do is, we're each gonna do 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Yeah.
So I will start with my number 5. Number 5. Actually, before that, I'm gonna do a little something.
Yeah.
Honorable mentions, because there was some that I had to mention. 40 Meters Down. I liked it. I thought it was dope.
Yeah, was good for sure.
Girl with All the Gifts. I'm surprised this didn't make my list because it was really good, and Glenn Close was really good in
I
it.
didn't watch that.
It was good.
And I didn't necessarily pay too close attention to it either. I let that one slide under the
I
radar.
loved Better Watch Out. Still surprised it didn't make my list.
It was.
And It Comes at Night. A lot of people didn't like it because the trailer made it seem like it was a horror movie, and it wasn't. It was like a thriller / kind of suspense.
Yeah.
but
Still haven't seen that.
Really?
it's good. It's very
I
quiet.
personally, it is very quiet. Hence another movie that's about to come out, which is kind of like the same
The
concept.
Silence or whatever,
Silence
yeah.
yeah. But that looks cool. Jim from The Office, I guess?
Yeah,
That's Jim, right?
yeah.
But, that looks great.
Yeah. So let's make this video short.
yeah.
My number 5, Cult of Chucky. Love the little redhead freak. Gonna put it on the list. I liked it. I thought it was a good continuation from Curse of Chucky, and I can't wait to see where they go from there. Your
Okay.
number 5?
Mine? Neither of you probably have heard this. Ghost House.
You told me about it.
It's not necessarily like a remake of anything, because there is another film called Ghost House, I guess you could say. But being said, this film caught me off guard. I stumbled upon it on video on demand, and I guess it's rated R. It's on Netflix now. They just dropped it this month. Check it out, no doubt about it. But Ghost House for sure. It's the directorial debut for this one guy. His name's Rich Ragsdale. I actually reviewed it on my movie account, and he commented and said thanks for the review, which was awesome.
That's awesome.
But yeah, if Rich ever watches this, I liked it. I do think it's definitely going to be in one of my top 5. It is going to be 5, but the jump scares in it are actually really good, and it's creepy. It's creepy.
Paco, you're number 5.
All right, my number 5 is actually my more recent movie that I've seen, which is Creep 2.
Didn't see it.
Really?
I
I
watched
actually
it-
didn't
I
know a
watched it this
thing
week.
about it until Matt told me about it.
Yeah.
And
You watched the first one too, right
yeah,
before,
I
right?
had to go back and watch the first one.
Yeah, first one's good. So
Yeah.
good.
They're both good.
What I liked about it is it was really suspenseful. You didn't know what was going to happen until the very end.
Dude, he's
Yeah.
jacked in that
And,
movie. Like, he's crazy.
Yeah, he's insane.
I felt like a real tense vibe the whole movie.
Yeah.
Didn't expect the ending either.
It's
It was
definitely
a really great movie.
Yeah, it's definitely unpredictable.
All right, my number 4, Get Out. I liked it a lot. I thought it was just one of those films that came together so well. I I was expecting like a director's cut on the Blu-ray because there was a lot of stuff in the trailer that, especially with the deer, that I was like, oh man, this is gonna look really cool, and none of that stuff happened. So I'm kind of disappointed that never really came about. But I thought you didn't really see where the film was going, and I really liked some of the gore scenes in it, especially with that deer and some I'm not gonna mention spoil, but it's really good. And
Very good.
That's my number 4. What about you?
You know what's upsetting? As soon as you mentioned that, I didn't even think about that Get Out came out this year.
Really?
I felt like it was still
was a February.
2016.
It
Yeah,
was in February.
So I didn't even put that on my list. I feel bad about that. So that's one of my honorable mentions because I already made this and I'm sticking to it. But being said, number 4, Annabelle Creation. You know what? The original one, being PG-13, awful. It's I don't want to say compare it to Ouija. 'cause
Did
that
you
was terrible.
rewatch? Did you rewatch the original after
did.
seeing the new one?
What I did know, I rewatched the original one and then seeing that, but I of course knew that this was the prequel too.
Yeah, but I wonder if because it literally leads
It leads right into the first scene.
that
Yeah.
it would make it seem better. And I wonder if that.
I don't know. I couldn't do it again. 2 times is all I need for that movie. But I like how they said, let's not do PG-13 anymore. Let's do rated R. And then they actually used it. It's creepy. It's really good.
It was
And
a success in the box.
The guy
office,
that
too.
made it, I also liked Lights Out. So
Lights Out was
He
really
made
good.
Lights Out.
Yeah, it was one of my favorites.
that was cool too. I felt like that should have been rated R though.
Yeah.
So
What about
for
you,
you?
boss?
Mine's actually Life.
Cool.
Didn't
like
think
it.
of that one, did you?
Well, you're a sci-fi guy, so yeah, kind of. I figured it was
Yeah.
going to be on your list.
Well, I really like this one. I didn't see it until right around closer to the end of the year.
Yeah,
But
it's like a realistic alien.
Yeah,
no
it's
doubt.
you like again. I like the suspense in it, and
Well,
it's an original movie.
I just
Like
thought
how-
that the creature, especially with the Ryan Reynolds scene, because that's pretty much my big thing. I just didn't like it. Like it just looked it looked really fake. It looked, I don't know, but it was okay.
I thought it was awesome, and it looked beautiful in 4K. I got the 4K copy, and that was my first watch. I got a Sony 900D, and I love it. So
This guy's a 4K spoiled guy.
I love some 4K.
My number 3 would be personally my favorite slasher of the year, which some people will argue, but Happy Death Day. I liked it. I liked it. It's one of those films where I feel like it would have benefited from an R. The gore would have been more, some nudity would have been just to stamp that slasher approval.
Yeah.
But all the elements were in it, man. Like it was a good slasher. It just I genuinely think it just needed to be R.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you know what's funny? My number 3, also Happy Death Day. Yeah. I mean, it definitely I like how they reference, Groundhog's Day. There's no doubt about it, they did take that. But then they introduced a horror aspect to it, and I thought that was really interesting.
It's something that I hadn't seen before. It was very
Yeah,
original.
I wanted her to fall asleep and wake up and die again and again and again, just to see if she actually figures out what happens. But yeah, and then I went to Universal Halloween Horror Nights, and I got to run through that little maze. That was even cooler. So
What are you? Number 3.
it's gonna be a 3 for 3 on that. Happy
What?
Death
Really?
Day, yes.
That's crazy.
I didn't even know you saw that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, it was good.
me and you saw it.
Do we?
We saw it together.
I see a lot.
Mandates are the best.
Yep.
Number 2, which I'm surprised that this is number 2 on my list because it's so awesome, but It. I loved It. It's one of those films that just... I just fell in love with it. I love the acting in it was so good. I'm excited. It comes out this week. I'm gonna pick it up, and it's my number 2. And for you?
Makes sense. All right, mine, Mother.
Ooh.
So that movie is insane. It definitely caught me off guard. I didn't watch the trailer going into it, so I didn't have anything or any knowledge of what it was going to be about. I'm gonna leave it at that. It has to do with religion. but-
It's like 4 months old. People have seen it.
It's
That baby
it's
dies.
fucking crazy. They eat a baby, and I was like, that's technically like, So it was cool. My girlfriend was definitely like, why? But yeah, it's great. I still want to get the 4K copy if I can ever find it without going to Best Buy. So I don't know.
I'm glad I'm not the only one. I hate Best Buy.
I like Best Buy. I
hate
Best
it.
Buy.
Anyways, you're number 2, man.
My number 2 is actually Get Out.
Oh,
I really enjoyed this movie this
Would've
year,
been one of
and Jordan Peele did fantastic work. The score on it's amazing. It's just
I actually got to be honest. I don't remember the music in the movie.
It's got a cool ass vibe.
Yeah.
I don't remember the music at all. I mean, I've only seen it twice, and I really dug it. But yeah, that's dope, man. I like
TSA
it.
guy cracks me up too. Yeah, I would want a friend like that for sure.
Number one, like just the number one movie I thought horror wise of the year 2017. Annabelle Creation.
No way.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's just for me. It's like the perfect film. I wasn't expecting much,
Mm-hmm.
and it gave me so much.
Yeah, no, I think when I reviewed it, I want to say I give it an 8.5 or a 9. 'cause
I
I
give
was
it a straight 10.
No way.
From start to finish, it didn't let go. Like it started off strong. That kid dying was like, I was like, oh my god, that kid is dead.
Yeah, 100%.
And then just the whole movie, it was tense. Like I didn't know where it was going to go from start to finish. Like I didn't know. I mean, I figured it was going to lead up to the original,
Right.
but the beats of it, I didn't know like who was going. I mean, and I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't expect it to be as good as it was going to be.
I actually haven't got to see it yet.
You need to check it out.
Yeah. And for you, your number one film
My
of
number one?
2017.
It is my favorite Stephen King adaptation. 100%.
Did you like
That-
Gerald's Game?
I did. I really did.
I've seen the hand scene.
Dude, it's cool. It's cool. When he plays with their toes and shit, that's cool too. You need to look at that.
Wait, when it plays with
No,
us.
I'm talking about America's Game. Yeah.
No, I'm saying
Yeah,
what plays with their toes?
Dude, watch it. Watch it. It's crazy.
Is there
I
like
don't
a
wanna
creature
spoil-
in it?
Yeah. He's
what?
not a creature necessarily.
What?
He's real. But it's crazy.
I genuinely think I'm probably gonna watch this
You need to
tonight.
watch it. She's
'Cause I thought
got
it
to
was.
deal with a lot of shit.
I thought it was just a dog.
Nope.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy. But back to it. Sidetrack, of course. I thought it was a phenomenal remake.
No, if you're gonna remake something,
Yeah.
they nailed it. I mean, hands down. Like the atmosphere. I mean, I feel like if you're gonna remake something, you got to add to it, do your own take on it, and not just do the exact same thing. I'm talking to you.
It was a hard R.
Psycho. That was a piece of.
It was a hard R for sure. The kids were vulgar, which I was cool with. I loved the cast. They did very well. For not everyone being a first-time actor, but they killed it. And I'm interested to see how the second half of the movie goes, because that is so boring in my personal opinion. I've seen it so many times. I fall asleep almost every time just because I lose interest in it. And I hope they switch up.
Are they doing the spider?
I hope they switch up the spider, because I thought the spider was dumb.
Yeah.
And the turtle.
I need to
Turtle.
see
Oh,
something.
the turtle's
else.
for the book.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, because they didn't do the turtle in
No.
the original.
They
did
just
they?
they just did this little spider thing, and I thought that was awful. But yeah, very boring. So I hope to see that. I also, for some reason, think they should cast Bruce Willis as the chunky kid, and of course he gets older. I think Bruce Willis would do well with that, in my personal opinion. And a few other casts, for real.
My brain can't boggle that.
Really?
No.
Bruce
Yeah,
Willis.
Bruce Willis, I think.
Perfect
Bruce Willis would
choice.
be one.
Paco, let's go. Number one, 2017.
Hands down, Alien Covenant.
I knew you were gonna do that. I knew you were gonna do
I didn't
that.
put that on my list strictly
God,
because he loves it so much.
I walked out.
Really?
Really?
Why?
I had to go back to work. They called
Ah,
me.
okay.
You thought I was gonna say that?
Terrible.
No, I finished it when it came out, and I liked it, but it wasn't. It's yeah.
Me being a huge Ridley Scott fan, I was immersed from the beginning of the film to the very end.
You got a tattoo right
I
there.
got the tattoo
So-
right here.
You know what my problem is? I think my expectations were too low because I went in like the trailer gave away so much. Of
I
the
didn't watch
alien.
the trailer.
The
I
smart,
didn't
the
either.
smart.
I did not.
Like literally the scene where the alien is on the ship just banging its head. Like that's in the trailer, and I'm just like, that's too much. That's too CGI.
Did you watch the short film
Yeah.
before it?
Yeah.
It shows that's how James Franco was technically introduced into that.
I was wondering why they only used him for like a
for
frame.
2 seconds. But yeah, that was an interesting addition to that. So I already knew that.
How does it hold up in the universe though? Like out of 1 through 6, like what is?
he
It's
talks for like a
it's
minute.
The sequel to Prometheus.
Oh, yeah.
No. I'm
yeah.
asking you like in the Alien, Prometheus, Alien versus Predator spectrum. Like where would you put this in your favorite list?
Probably second.
Second.
Second. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. What? Dude,
What's
I
the
love
first
3,
one?
man.
Really?
I love 3. 3's probably my favorite.
I can't
I know
say
a
much.
lot of people don't like 3, but that vibe of
Resurrection.
it.
I'm not big in sci-fi.
My
and I
first
still like
is
horror.
the original.
Really? Yeah,
It's
that one is
just
always
for me the original is just one of those movies where it's cool. I like it. I appreciate it. But there's just a lot wrong with it.
I fall
The
asleep
second
at
one,
all
the second one I
time.
love, but the special effects need so much improvement. Seeing that like on Blu-ray is just horrendous on some of those scenes.
I didn't watch the transfer. I have one of the transfers, one of the very first transfers
Yeah.
before they even came out with the anthology. So,
Yeah.
but dude, I really haven't even seen the third or the fourth one, just because I'm not
Fourth
that
one's
big into
horrendous.
sci-fi. So it bores me and I fall asleep. But other than that, Alien is good.
Yeah.
I like Covenant as well. That is an honorable mention.
I'm sorry, like every time someone says anything about Alien, I just think of that scene where Tom Skerritt's in that little cubby holder or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And the alien just like totally Jason. But that's our list, guys. If you disagree, well, that's your opinion, and you are wrong.
Comment and tell us what you think.
Right below,
Yeah.
comment, and press that little subscribe button. You know why? Because it's the thing to do. Have a nice day, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Later, y'all.